We've had all kinds of weather this week. It started with a little bit of snow that looked like as if sugar powder had been sprinkled over the plants. It was very pretty, but melted quickly. After the snow, we've had a few frosty days that were actually quite nice when the sun shined, but most of the days were grey. During the nights, we had temperatures of -5 degrees Celsius, and the hellebores that just started to flower were all drooping on the soil. Hello, and welcome back to my garden on a cold but sunny day. It is -3 degrees, and I really enjoy these winter days. When the sun shines, it is so much better than the grey wet weather that we used to get in winter. Now, if you grow flowers like hellebores and violas like I do, you might notice that they start drooping when it freezes. But don't worry, they will be perfectly fine. As soon as the temperature rises, the flowers will rise too. And you can already see that in the corner of my garden where I grow hellebores. And I already filmed them earlier this morning and they were completely flat. And now look at them. They look so beautiful. And same goes with the violas. They were completely flat earlier this morning and now they're just flowering like as if nothing ever happened. I adore hellebores and have quite a lot of them in my little garden. I particularly like the double flowering varieties. Last year I've added a few yellow flowering hellebores. The yellow color gives me that spring feeling. The alliums that are planted in autumn start to emerge from the ground. The week ended with a welcome warm day of 18 degrees Celsius that felt like spring. And when I think of spring, I think of spring bulbs. Time to get them on display. This is where I store all my daffodils during winter, to protect them from the rain. Now that the early flowering varieties start to appear, it is time to place them outside. I don't like to see the pot in compost and the edge of the container. That is why I cover it with moss that I buy from the garden center. It is such a lovely job to do on this wonderful sunny day while listening to the songs of the birds. I absolutely enjoy these moments in the garden. It's days like these that give me lots of energy, and there's so many jobs that need to be done in the garden that I want to do them all at once. I think that looks quite nice, and I can't wait for the first flowers to appear. Between the box domes and in the border behind them, I grow a lot of hellebores. This is the view from my kitchen window. I like to grow them close to the house so that I can see them flower without having to go outside when the weather is bad. I love Hellebores, and each year I can't resist the temptation of buying a new one, so over the years I've gathered quite a collection of them. I also have a few snowdrops that I absolutely adore, but somehow they don't do very well in my garden. I'm not sure why. Perhaps it's too dry for them in summer. There are already a few vegetables that can be sown, and I start with sowing beetroot. Beetroot seeds are actually little nuggets that contain 3 to 5 seeds each. If they all germinate, I will thin them. I'm placing 4 seeds in a small container. This way I can easily divide them and transplant them into the garden. This is a variety called Egyptian flat round. I haven't grown this one before, and I hope I will have more luck with this one. Somehow, none of the root vegetables do well in my garden. Probably because these houses were built on contaminated soil. The soil was cleaned by burning it and destroying all the life in the soil in the process. I've added lots of compost, but many plants are still struggling. I water them and keep the soil moist. Finally, I place them somewhere warm to germinate. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you ever so much for watching. Please subscribe to this channel for more videos. Hope to see you next time.